If you're looking to get a small mammal as a pet, then this is the perfect video for you. We will cover all of the basics that you need to know before taking the big step. The first thing you want to do is look at your room or area where the animal will live and see if it meets all of the requirements that the animal needs to live a healthy life. For example, do you have a lot of loud noises? If yes, then that's not great for most small mammals as they like it nice and quiet. Do you have enough space for a big cage? If not, then maybe you should wait until you move to a bigger place. Do you have any toxic plants? If so, your lines need to remove them as many small mammals like to gnaw on plants, and if they ate a toxic one, they could pass away. These are just a few things to think about before getting a small mammal, but there are still plenty more. One of the most important things to think about is how much time you lines be spending away from home. Small mammals don't like being alone for long periods of time, and they can get pretty lonely. So, if you're gone for 8+ hours, then you probably shouldn't get a small mammal yet. You also want to think about if you have time to play with your small mammal. If not, then once again, you probably shouldn't get a small mammal. And lastly, you want to think about if you have a spare bedroom or large room where you can put the animal's cage. If not, then you should wait until you have a bigger place. So these are just some things to think about in terms of the room you live in. Next, you want to think about how much time you'll be spending with the small mammal. Just like I said before, they get lonely easily, so you'll need to spend a lot of time with them. A good rule of thumb is to spend at least 30 minutes to an hour per day playing with your small mammal outside of their cage. Also, you need to take into consideration that the animal will need to eat, drink, sleep, use the bathroom, etc. You want to make sure you are ready for all of those factors. Now on to food. Small mammals need to eat specific foods depending on what kind of animal they are. For example, hamsters need lots of seeds, whereas chinchillas need lots of hay. You want to make sure that you buy high-quality food for your small mammal. Cheap food can cause health problems later on in the animal's life. Also, you want to make sure that you understand the feeding schedule of the animal. Most small mammals like to eat small portions throughout the day, so you'll need to make sure that you're ready to feed them multiple times a day. Additionally, you want to make sure you take into consideration if you have allergies to the type of animal you want to get. For example, if you want to get a Syrian hamster, then make sure you don't have allergies to them. Otherwise, you might have trouble breathing and other side effects. And now it's time to talk about handling. You want to make sure that you know how to properly pick up your small mammal without hurting them. You should always support the bottom half of their body with one hand and gently pick them up with the other. Be careful and gentle, as rough handling can lead to injury. Small mammals have very fragile bones and can easily break them if mishandled. Also, you want to make sure that you're ready to handle a small mammal. Some people aren't comfortable handling small mammals, so if that's you, then you should wait until you're ready. Next, we'll talk about vet care. Before getting a small mammal, you want to find a good vet that treats them. Not all vets treat small mammals, so you'll need to search to find one. Ask friends or family if they have a good vet that treats small mammals. Once you find one, you should go in and do a checkup on your small mammal to make sure everything is okay. Also, you want to make sure that you have the money for vet bills. Small mammals can get sick or injured, so you'll need to make sure that you have money set aside for vet bills. Unexpected vet trips can cost upwards of $100, so you'll need to make sure that you have enough money. Next, let's talk about cage setup. Before getting a small mammal, you want to make sure that you have the right-sized cage. A good rule of thumb is to get the biggest cage that you can afford. The more room the animal has, the happier they'll be. You also want to make sure that you have all of the necessary accessories for the cage. This includes things such as a food and water bowl, a hideaway, a wheel, bedding, and plenty more. You'll need to make sure that you have everything set up before bringing the small mammal home. Small mammals can be stressed easily, so you want to make sure that they have everything they need to be comfortable in their cage. Now, let's talk about the actual cost of having a small mammal. Before getting a small mammal, you want to make sure that you can afford all of the necessary supplies and food that they need. Small mammals can be expensive to have, so you'll need to make sure that you can afford them. On top of that, you also want to make sure that you can afford vet bills and other miscellaneous costs. Overall, you want to make sure that you can afford to take proper care of the small mammal. Don't get one if you can't afford it. Lastly, you want to make sure that you know how to socialize a small mammal. Small mammals can be very skittish, so you'll need to make sure that you know how to socialize them. This means that you need to spend time with them every day to build trust. If not, then they may never trust you and could live their whole life in fear. You also want to make sure that you know how to train a small mammal. Small mammals can be trained to do tricks and walk on a leash. With patience and consistency, you can train your small mammal to do anything. Just remember to be patient and positive when training. Well, that's all of the basics that you need to know before getting a small mammal. Remember to do your research and be prepared. By doing this, you'll be able to give your small mammal the best possible life. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this, and please share this video with a friend. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by my 3-year anniversary, which is in July, so I would really appreciate it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!